Hello everyone and welcome to the after work routine, PM routine, 5 to 9 routine, work day after work routine. Whatever it is that I'm going to do on the days that I work. That's what this is. In an effort to reclaim my time, I decided that I wanted to work on my PM routine before my AM routine. Hear me out. And I might have touched on this in my plan with me for the month, but I truly believe that if my evening ends the way it's supposed to, and by supposed to, I mean go to sleep, go to bed, put the phone down, stop the scrolling, don't drink that energy drink too late in the day. You know what I mean? Have a proper balanced dinner. Do not just eat a slice of lemon pound cake and then go to bed. You know what I mean? Those things. If I have a proper evening, my morning will be just as good. So that's why I figured a draft is important for my evening or my post-work, whatever this is. And because I sit at a desk for most of the workday, I wanted to incorporate a quick yoga session. I really want to make sure that my body is getting movement, even if it's a day where I can't get to the gym or don't want to go to the gym. I at least need to have some sort of flow. I do want to make sure reading is involved. We know that it's going to be involved. I definitely want my cleaning routine that I already have a schedule for. I would like to stick with it. I'm not sticking with it. I'm going back to piling on 2 and 3 days worth of my cleaning routine on one day. That defeats the purpose. I would like to be finished with my gallon of water before I get to my wind down routine for the evening. I don't want it to be 10 o'clock at night and I'm guzzling 32 ounces because that means by 2 a.m. I've already made 3 trips to the bathroom. I don't want to do that. I also want to make sure that I'm in my planner, at least pre-planning for the next day if I'm in my planner the next day, or making sure that my finances are in order for the month or the remainder of the week, checking on my no spends, things like that. I do want to be fully engaged in what my life has going on. I've just been existing, and you guys know that. I've talked about that. I also want to make sure that my dinner and calling my mom is around the same time. Sometimes I will just sit and talk to my mom and don't move a muscle. Like I'm just sitting. I could be making my dinner. I could be moving around, but I choose to just sit and heavily engage in the convo and then get up and do something. So I can multitask, but I'm not doing that. I also want to spend time with socials. And when I say socials, I don't mean posting memes and sending videos. I can do that on my lunch break. I can do that whenever. But when I say socials, I mean communicating, socializing, editing and posting and scheduling videos, preparing my drafts on TikTok, just brainstorming for future YouTube videos, even though that can be incorporated into my planner session. And for next day prep, if I have a workout the next day, make sure my clothes are out because I get up really early for that, when I do get up early to work out. Food prep, if I didn't meal prep for the week, things like that for the next day prep. And it won't take long because I work from home. And for my wind down routine, this is where the skincare, body care, if I'm reading again, if I'm doing Duolingo, all of that would fall under wind down routine. Now, what I'm doing is adding the amount of minutes instead of a time block per se. No 2 work days end the same way. So there's a possibility that I might end work on time, but I might not. So instead of just committing 4:30 p.m. will be the start of something, I would rather say spend 10 minutes doing whatever the thing is in hopes that I can get all of this done within an allotted amount of time. I also had the bright idea of trying to figure out what my wind down routine time slot would be just to gauge my bedtime or something close to a bedtime. The way I made this feel like calculus 2, I should have left it alone. I should have left it the way it was, but I'm going to play some music. We're going to struggle through this and then we'll get in the planner. math. I know basic arithmetic. Let's move on. I still haven't changed the front of my planner. The bold is still disappearing and I'm keeping it. All of my routines are going to be living in my schedule section of my planner. If you are somewhat new here for my planner videos, these are my go-tos. These are the A5 task planner inserts from Cloth and Paper. I like them because I am a list kind of girl. I love a good list. I'll make a list on a sticky note. I'll make a list on a notepad. I'll make a list in a notebook. I'll make a list in my notes on my phone. I'll make a list on the back of a receipt if you let me. I am gonna make a list. And it doesn't even have to be a list about much of anything. I'll make a grocery list and I only need 3 things. I'll make a list of restaurants that I want to try and I probably won't, but eventually I might. I'll make a list of books I'm going to read in the next 3 months and still update the list because I'm not in the mood to read that book. I'm gonna make a list. I hope my rant didn't terrify you. I am finishing up the PM routine and hopefully you have gained something from this. Maybe it has inspired you to revamp or create your post-work routine. I still don't know what to call this. I am planning on executing this in the next few days. I might put it in one of my daily plan with me's as the focal point of the daily plan with me, just to see if I'm able to really execute it like how my mind thinks it's possible. Here is a mini wrap up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.